Welcome to our podcast on ethnic discrimination in Malaysia. In today's episode, we're diving into an important and often overlooked issue in our country. We're going to shed light on the realities of ethnic discrimination in our country. So without further ado, let's dive in.
So before we jump into our discussion, let's set the stage. Like Malaysia, a country with many different cultures and strong traditions, so discrimination based on ethnicity is a terrible problem that affect many people. And despite being known as a place with diverse culture, Malaysia still struggle with the stereotypes and unfair treatments of different ethnic groups.
Also, I think it's important to address this issue because ethnic groups' prejudice goes against the values and fairness of society, and it creates division in Malaysian society too.
And discrimination can happen in many ways, like not giving jobs or education opportunity to certain ethnic groups, or treating people unfairly because of the stereotypes. So even though there have been efforts to promote peace and harmony, old stereotypes and prejudice still exist, so causing conflicts and keeping some groups from being treated equally. So to truly celebrate Malaysia's diversity, we need to break down barriers that keep every ethnic group from fully participating and feel included. This means not just changing laws and policies, but also changing how people think and feel about the ethnic. By creating a society where everyone is valued and giving the opportunity to succeed, so Malaysia can truly become a place where unity in diversity is more than just a saying.
Next, let's talk about how we gather information for our study on ethnic discrimination in Malaysia. So we use two main methods, survey and interview. These methods help us learn more about ethnic discrimination in Malaysia. So for survey, we ask the respondents if they have faced any ethnic discrimination over here, and then we ask the type of stereotypes they hear the most, if they have a neighbor of a different race, and if yes, whether they have a good relationship with them, which ethnic group do they think is affected most by the discrimination, and lastly we ask them if they think government plays a huge role in reducing the discrimination. For interview, we ask them if they have faced any ethnic discrimination, and we generally ask them what their opinion was on ethnic discrimination, and we ask their opinions on the causes of ethnic discrimination in Malaysia and what they think they can do to reduce the discrimination over here.
So, what are the results of the survey?
So when we asked people whether they have faced any ethnic discrimination in Malaysia, 72.9% said yes and 27.1% said no. And then when asked to rate the extent to which they believe ethnic discrimination exists in Malaysia, 20.3% strongly agrees that ethnic discrimination exists in Malaysia, while 3.4% strongly disagrees that it happens in Malaysia. And then when asked which ethnic group they think are most affected by the ethnic discrimination, 30.5% voted for Malay, 37.3% voted for Chinese, 67.8% voted for Indian, 18.6% voted for Orang Asli, indigenous people, 13.6% voted for others. And then when asked how important they think it is for government to address the ethnic discrimination in Malaysia, 81.4% voted very important, and 16.9% voted somewhat important. And when asked if they are willing to try to learn about other races if they had the chance, 91.7% said yes and 8.3% said no.
So, but when we see the ethnic discrimination from a Western philosophical perspective, what do you think? I think particularly emphasizing principles of social justice and liberalism, we can interpret the survey finding on ethnic discrimination. In Malaysia, through the lens of individual rights, equality, and government intervention. Also, the high prevalence of ethnic discrimination reported by the survey respondents underscores the concerns about justice and fairness within society, right?
Right. This aligns with Western labor's idea for protecting minority rights and promoting equal opportunities for all ethnic groups.
Also, the emphasis on the importance of government action in addressing discrimination reflects a collective desire of social justice and underlining the rule of law, right? So, what do you think about the psychological?
In psychology and sociology, we can explore the existence of humanity and the influence of communal identity on individuals within Malaysian society. This survey findings shed light on the psychological and sociological mechanisms underlying ethnic discrimination, such as prejudice, stereotypes, social norms, and power dynamics. Understanding these dynamics is essential for addressing discrimination effectively and promoting social cohesion and inclusivity. Psychology delves into the individual mindsets and behaviors that contribute to ethnic discrimination. Factors such as prejudice and stereotypes play a significant role in shaping discriminatory attitude and behaviors towards individuals from different ethnic backgrounds. Additionally, social psychology examines how social norms and group dynamics influence intergroup relations and contribute to the perpetuation of discrimination. By understanding these psychological mechanisms, interventions can be developed to challenge biased attitudes and promote empathy and understanding among diverse ethnic groups. In closing, our look at ethnic discrimination in Malaysia has shown the problems faced by people from different backgrounds. Even though Malaysia has many cultures, discrimination is still a big issue, hurting many people and stopping society from moving forward. But if we recognize these problems and work together to understand and include everyone, we can make Malaysia a fairer place where everyone is respected, no matter where they come from. By working together and valuing our differences, Malaysia can become a place where everyone can live well and be happy.
As we wrap up our podcast on ethnic discrimination in Malaysia, we want to thank you for joining us in this important journey.
We have explored the realities of discriminations, heard people's opinions, and discussed ways to promote inclusivity and understanding in our society.
Oh, remember, change starts with awareness and action.
Let's continue these conversations, challenge stereotypes, and work towards a more equitable and harmonious Malaysia. Together, we can make a difference. Until next time, take care and stay engaged. Bye!
Dumb it down. That would be easy for everyone. I think I want to skip the high prevalence one. Do you want me to screenshot what I'm doing here as well?